Hey guys, it's time to do a full review of the Galaxy A8 2016. This is a phenomenal device and really special, first of all, because it's the only phone right now to have the latest Grace UI from Samsung that we had on the Note 7. Of course, the Note 7 is not anymore, so as you can see right now, so we get all the features of the Grace TouchWiz UI here. For example, the change quick settings, the secure folder. It also have always on mode, which makes it the first ever non-Galaxy S phone to have it. And also you can see it has a changed setting look here, the main setting look, the icons and everything. So it's truly amazing what they have changed in TouchWiz. So Galaxy A8 2016 is really the only phone right now to have this latest Grace UI. Obviously Samsung will update the other devices like the Galaxy S7 and other phones later with the Android Nougat update, but this is amazing that this phone ships with the Grace UI right out of the box, which is awesome. And also we have always on display. So if we talk about the price of this device, it is coming at around $540 right now at this point. Maybe the price will go down, maybe it will price cheaper in US, I'm not sure, but yeah, that's the price we have currently. And also this is a different phone compared to the previous Galaxy A devices. For example, we have the A3, the A5, the A7. So these devices were sort of, targeted towards like budget or mid-range audience, like they have mid-range chipset, but the A8 2016 is coming with some high-end specs. For example, if we talk about its processor, which is same as the Galaxy S6, so Exynos 7420 is inside, which is really powerful chipset because it was performing really good inside of S6, which had Quad HD display, and it's performing even better with the 1080p display here. And also it's a 5.7-inch Super AMOLED display, so you get really good colors. And also the design is a lot different, so they have added some new colors, and also it is now a full metallic device, so you got metal on the side. And a little bit changed move from Samsung is that speaker has been moved to the top right corner, and also you have a touch capacitive fingerprint sensor home button here, so you don't really have to press it anymore. You just have to place your finger like this. It just reads your fingerprint without pressing it. So it's like something that will take it forward to the next year flagships also. So it was first debuted with the Galaxy J7 Prime, so you can see it does have the speaker on the right and the touch fingerprint sensor home button. So yeah, these are some of the top highlights about this device. So I'm going to be talking about this completely, everything, and also I'm going to be doing a review after 5 days from now, so that I'm going to give you my 1 week later usage review, so you can make the final decision then. So yeah, let's talk about it. First of all, in this price, like I told you, you get a full metallic build quality. This is a blue color, okay? In my opinion, it looks really awesome. You can get it in black, and I think there's there's a white color and a gold color, so I'm not sure about how many colors there are, but I saw gold and black. So the blue color here looks really good. It's not as like the Note 7 coral blue look, it's not like that, but it's it gives a impression of a blue look. So also I want to mention here that this phone resembles a lot as just like the Galaxy C7. So you can see that they are very similar device, and C7 is the phone that I'm not sure, but it's not launched everywhere like in UK, United States. Again, you can check, but really, I haven't seen that many people having this phone. It is available in India and Asian region, so you can see the similarities between these two phones. So A8 2016 will definitely be coming to United States, obviously, and you can see the Duos logo on the back, which means that you can insert 2 SIM cards as well as a micro SD card. So if you look closely at the back, you can notice that it does have antenna lines going around, on the edges, and also down here. So that's that. And also you can see the camera here is 16 megapixel f1.9. This is also an improvement compared to the A7, A3, and A5, and those devices have 13 megapixel camera. So f1.9 aperture size. I'm going to be talking about the camera and also showing you guys some camera footage and some pictures. So, and also in the front we have 8 megapixel camera, and the camera UI is also updated with the Grace UI. So that is all of what we have design wise. I mean, the A8 2015 was great with design, and same thing with the 2016 model here is absolutely worth the money as far as the design and build goes. If you take a look at the display, this is Super AMOLED 5.7 inch. Really, the colors are top notch and it's super bright. I have no problem with this display being, you know, outdoor, so it looks incredible. Playing games is really convenient because of course it's a big display, so I don't have any problem pressing the buttons around the display. So all in all, the display is absolutely top notch. Let's talk about the speaker. Okay, so a lot of people don't really know Samsung is starting to implement this speaker movement to the right, and they might introduce like dual stereo speaker system in the future Galaxy S8. So they might use this move, like moving one speaker here and maybe have one speaker here. So of course we don't know at the moment what they're gonna do, but I'm just gonna show you the speaker sound of this device. So let's see here. You can see it gets really loud, so I love the speaker. Of course, just like the Galaxy S7, when your device is off, you can see that it does have the always on mode, so it gives you information about your time, your date, your month, and also your battery percentage. So it's great, and you can also apply some layouts in the main setting, in the settings of the always on mode, so you can do that. And if we dive right into the software, you can see the home screen looks really good. Every time you press and hold an application icon, it gives you option about the app info, so you can quickly check the application information. And if you have the application installed from the Play Store, then it's gonna give you some couple of more options, like add it to secure folder, put it to sleep, or uninstall. And of course, you can take a look at the app information. You can also change the layout of the icons to make it a bit more smaller if you want to in the settings, so that's also there. Now, one of the big changes with the Grace UI is actually the quick setting area. Now you do have an arrow down below every option, so you can quickly adjust the options right from this quick setting area. So for example, with the torch, they added some new things like levels, so you can increase the intensity of the light all the way up to the level 5. So if I just quickly have this here, turn it on, you can see that every time I have the level 5, it just goes to the maximum level, so that is there. You can also look at some stuff like the secure folder is also there. Power setting mode is also tweaked, so now you get mid and max mode, so which is now easier to remember compared to the older ultra power setting mode. Now that term is removed, so we have the max mode here. If you quickly enable it, you got the option to limit the brightness. You can also limit the device performance, which is of course on. You can also prevent the background network usage. You can also customize this stuff. For example, limiting the brightness even more. You can also turn off the device performance if you don't want that. So they are giving you the full option. And of course, the full max mode is just like the ultra power setting mode. So it gives you really less options to play with in order to maximize the battery performance. So that is there. And one thing that is missing that I haven't seen here with this Grace UI compared to the Galaxy Note 7 is the blue light filter, which is like a night mode feature. So I haven't seen this anywhere. I checked the settings, so that is absent. So I just thought that I should let you know about that missing feature. And also, if we talk about the secure folder, which is one of the best additions to the Grace UI, so you can have a duplicate application here. For example, if I'm just going to quickly go here, okay, I have to enter my password. Alright, so you can see I have a separate copy of my main application, for example, my gallery, my camera, my contacts, my email, my internet, my files, and the Samsung Notes, and I can also add more applications. So how this works is that when you open secure folder and you open like certain application, for example, camera, if I'm going to take a picture of, let's say, this knife here, and the thing is that this picture is only accessible when I'm inside of this secure folder. So if I go into the gallery of of course, outside the gallery that is outside the secure folder, I cannot see that picture. And if I go back to that secure folder, if I go into gallery, I can see those pictures. So you can see it basically hides the stuff that you do in the secure folder. And also the internet browser, if you use it in the secure range, it's not going to show up on the internet browser that is outside. Like I said, it creates a protected version of a certain application, you know, so it's, like I said, one of the best additions with the new Grace Touches UI. So this will of course come to even Samsung's mid-range phones next year. So if you dive into the app drawer, you can see we have a search bar to search the application. We also have these 3 dots here to edit the applications. For example, uninstalling them right from the app drawer. You can also touch and hold them to make folders. And also, if we take a look here at the sort options, you can sort them alphabetically or you can sort them custom like they are right now. And that is pretty minimal, I should say. I mean, the bloatware is pretty minimal. For example, we have 3 folders like Microsoft apps, so some important applications are there, Google applications are there, and some default or important Samsung application like the Gear, the SYs, the Galaxy apps. And yeah, I mean, really the bloatware is very less on this phone. And this is how the SIM card tray looks like. So you have a tray for the SIM card number 1 and a second tray for the option for the micro SD card or a second SIM card. So you cannot insert 2 SIM cards and 1 micro SD card at the same time, so you do have to remember that. Now under the hood we have 3 GB of RAM along with the Exynos 7420 processor. Now this is a pretty good combination considering it is having a 1080p display. Obviously you might be thinking that should have to go with like an Exynos 8 series processor, but that is for their top end devices, and really it is enough. I mean, the performance is top notch. I haven't seen any lag on this device, and obviously I'm going to be doing some comparisons with other devices like OnePlus 3, Galaxy S7, so you should be able to get a better idea with that, with those side-by-side speed test comparison. But overall, they're not going to lag. It's going to give you a really good experience overall with the daily day-to-day usage. So I mean, this is pretty enough. This may not be the best in the processor department, but it is absolutely enough, and there is like nothing that can stop this phone as far as the performance goes. So like I said, I will be doing the speed test comparison, so be sure to stay subscribed to the channel. Now let's move towards the camera on this device. So like I said, 16 megapixel camera with f1.9 aperture. So you get a updated UI here, updated camera UI like I told you, so it looks a lot better. I don't have the Galaxy S7 here right now. Okay, I do have it. If I just quickly show you guys side by side here the comparison of the UI, you can see that how much better the UI is on the A8 2016 side by side. So it's now much more minimal. If you swipe from the left here, you have the Auto, Pro, Panorama, and these features here. Obviously, the Galaxy S7 at this point offers more features, you know, a bit more like selective focus. Of course, it's a flagship phone, but the UI, I'm talking about the UI, it's really polished and more easier to operate compared to before. And also you have a really good little gear icon here to go further into the settings. So you can see that we can record videos up to 1080p HD. You also have the mirror selfie option here, like save pictures as previewed, which is something that is absent on all the Samsung phones that are currently on the market, and this is really good because, you know, selfies, whenever you take selfie, it just kind of mirror it, you know, it's not as it is being previewed. So thank God Samsung added this option, and bunch of different options here down below, but the most important and useful is the quick launch. So you can quickly launch the camera here by double pressing the home button, and it is really fast and reliable. So if you talk about the picture quality, the outdoor performance is great, like the way it handles exposure, the color reproduction. I'm pretty satisfied, and also same goes for the low light performance. It's not as good as the Galaxy S7, but it is doing a pretty decent job. F1.9 aperture size, more than enough actually to have some good performance in some extremely low light conditions. And same goes for the 1080p video. I was able to get some really good autofocus, fast autofocus performance out of this phone while recording a 1080p indoor footage. So all in all, all, it's a great camera, but they should have added the ability to record a 4K video, which was available in the Galaxy S6. But for some reason, the Samsung likes to have like a boundary between their top-end phones and their high-end mid-range phones. So really, that's why they did not put the ability for this phone to record up to 4K. So 1080p, it's only the option we have. We talk about the battery life on this device. Now, this is something that I was instantly getting asked. This question was instantly being sent to me by a lot of users. So the thing is, the battery is 3,300 milliamp hours. So far, it's been really, you can say, solid. The battery, it does have fast charging, so it charges up to 100% in just 1 hour and 12 minutes. And as far as the usage goes, it's going to easily survive up to 1 day without any problem. Obviously, I'm going to be doing a separate video for the battery life, but as far as my experience goes with these phones, it can able to survive up to 1 day without breaking a sweat. So that is the Galaxy A8 2016 video review here. If you have any questions, you can let me know in the comment section below, any video requests you have. And like I said, there's gonna be a video review